8 minutes past 11 o'clock, it's carnage in here. Well, it's going to be, obviously. You wait till you hear what we've got coming up. I've sort of given you a clue already, but the artiste is preparing as I speak. It's BBC Hereford and Worcester. It's a Friday, so we can, well, experiment. We do like to, you know. And you can join us, 0345300 8181. Alicia and Jamie and John and Mandy. They've texted me, 81333. They started their message with HW, so I got it. Morning, Malcolm. What a wonderful morning it is today. My mother, Margaret, you know Margaret Bunyan from Cookley. She's one of the Bunyans. Lovely. From Cookley. I'm going there later. She's 79 years young today. It's her birthday, 79. Happy birthday, Margaret. She'll be spending the day with family, plenty of cake and bubbly, and then settling down into her comfy chair for a weekend of watching the Queen. Happy birthday, Mom, Mandy, John, and your grandchildren, Alicia and Jamie. Margaret Bunyan, settle down. You can have the pictures on from St Paul's Cathedral, but you can listen to me between now and 1 o'clock. Good. 9 minutes past 11, if you're wondering what's all that banging going in the background. Well, it's Phil, isn't it? Phil the artiste. He can knock up a masterpiece in 3 minutes. He's a speed painter. Hello, Phil.
Hello. Hello, Malcolm. Sorry.
It's all right. Are you organising yourself?
I'm still organising myself, yeah. We don't want to be doing this in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, we've got the clock, we've got the piece of paper, the canvas.
Got a piece of paper stuck on there, yeah, that's ready.
You got your paints, haven't you?
Got me paints, palette knives.
Palette knives? Palette
brushes.
Brushes. Yeah. Lovely. I've never done this before on the radio, painting.
I've never done this on the radio before either. That's a surprise, isn't it?
Well, tell me a little bit about speed painting, Phil. What is it?
Well, I started doing this about a year ago in March. I was listening to trance music and dance music on Radio 1 some ridiculous hour in the morning. And they mixed the different tunes and the different tracks. And I was wondering how I could create that kind of idea, but using paints, because painting generally is just, you just look at the paints, don't you? Or look at the painting, whereas this, you can get involved and it becomes more of an experimentation in performance art, really. So
like a DJ mixes music, you mix up your paint to create a masterpiece.
Well, I hope it's a masterpiece. Because it's done so quick, you haven't got time to think about it. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And hopefully at the end of it, you come out with something that looks quite good. It's all about intention and execution and risk. And the risk is the thing, is that you have to get up and going for it. Because if you hesitate, obviously if you're doing it in 3 to 5 minutes, it's going to go very quickly. Yeah. And if you make a mistake, well, you can't make one.
No.
You just have to keep going.
Ooh.
So it's good fun.
Well,
yeah.
The pressure's on, isn't it?
Oh, the pressure's on, yeah. That's half the fun, yeah.
You can't hesitate. You can't make a mistake.
No. Well, you wouldn't know if I'd made one anyway.
How long have you been at this game, then?
I've been painting most of my life, but doing this only really since March last year.
Yeah.
And I thought videoing it as well as putting it on YouTube, it's just good fun. You put some music behind it, and it just gives it a fascinating feel. And
do you sell your paintings, Phil?
I have just opened my studio in Malvern Link for 1 day a week on a Friday. We've got opening probably in about 2-3 weeks' time. So yeah, we do it with sell prints and cards as well. And I'm hoping to do a massive one. I'd really like to do something about 8 foot by 4 foot with trowels and big 6 to 8 inch brushes. Yeah. Again, do it in 3 to 5 minutes, which would be something physically quite difficult, but really good fun to do it. I do longer pieces as well. I mean, I do things that take several hours. But.
Yeah. What do we create in 3 minutes? I mean, could you paint a picture of me in full oils, or a landscape, maybe the Malvern Hills, the Flying Scotsman?
I probably need a little bit more time than that. Yeah, they are abstract paintings.
Oh, okay.
And the interesting thing with abstract, although it appears as though as you will see what I'm doing, you're just throwing paint at canvas. You still have to have line and intention. And create a mood and a mode of what's going on. You can just throw it, but once you start to do it, you have to make decisions very quickly. This is going wrong, that's going wrong. We need to pull it back in. It's very similar to the way they do with the music, pulling things in and out again. Yeah. So it's great fun.
Well, you look the part. You've got your painter's smock.
Got my smock on. Yeah, I don't paint everywhere.
How long have you had that smock?
Probably since I was about 14, I think. So it's got a fair bit of paint on it. One day I will sell it.
What are you now, 27?
Only 27, yeah.
You've got your... how would you describe your hair?
Red and spiky.
Yeah. And your glasses to match?
Yeah, glasses to match and a neckerchief somewhere.
Your neckerchief, polka dot red and white.
I like red, yeah.
Okay, now, what could go wrong here? We've got the music bed. We've got the music, which you've selected.
Yeah.
This is the music you paint to, so we're going to hear what music-wise?
That's right. This is from from Beat Rate, which is on the Radio 1 on a Friday night, Saturday morning. And that's going to be, it's Chameleon Mix she does. And it's by her and Spencer Parker. And the two DJs do it live and they mix in together. So I've just selected a portion of that I'm fairly familiar with because it was out last week. And off we go, really.
What are you going to paint with? You've got the trowels or trowels or
I've got
brushes?
this is a trowel. This is a
Don't start yet.
all right. Got a clock going.
Okay.
This is actually a builder's trowel, but these are normal painting knives.
Yeah.
And then I start off with a brush usually to get myself going because if you use a light colour to start with, get some painting going, and then we can do some flicks and some kicks, and off we go. And hopefully we produce something, and then that looks quite good.
I didn't see the flicks and the kicks coming, but then it is Euro 2016. And you've now, on your, what do you call that thing? What do you call that little slatey
That's
thing?
a palette.
Oh, that's it.
It's a palette, yeah.
See, I'm well up with artist.
You are, aren't you?
term.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
On your palette, you've daubed a bit of white, a bit of blue,
Yeah.
yellow,
Red.
yeah, brown,
yeah.
black.
Any other colour? Do you fancy a colour particularly?
Oh, let's have a look.
We've got quite a few other what's in here. This is my portable painting studio.
Stick a bit of... what have we got? Stick a bit of orange in there.
Orange? Have we got an orange on here?
You've got an orange, haven't you? Or have you left your orange at home?
Hang on a minute.
You've got orange. There.
Orange, that's it. Go. It says orange on
Stick that on as
on
well.
the tube. So
Yeah, bang. That's on the palette as well.
that's
Right.
on the palette as well.
I think we're ready to start flinging paint around now. The boss will be pleased.
Got to do the wall as well.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Stick your headphones on.
right.
You're about to hear the music, okay? I shall count you down, and in about 3.5 minutes, within 3.5 minutes, live on the radio, it's never been attempted before, we will have a full artistic masterpiece thanks to Phil the Speed Painter. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, he's off. A little dabble of white to start with, and maybe a little bit of yellow. He's using a brush. He said he would. He hasn't brought the trowels into play yet. So it's going to be white and yellow at the base, I can see. With his right hand, he's on the yellow. With his left hand, he's on the purple. And the purple is covering the top right-hand corner of the page. Now the red comes into play and the orange comes into play. How's it going for you so far?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's going as to plan. Well, not as to plan, but as it is normally. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Have you got a vision in your mind?
Yeah, it's good. As soon as they get on as soon as it starts to arrive on the piece of paper and watch the clock, it all starts to work out fine. Yeah.
Okay, I shan't stop you, carry on.
That's all right. We've got loads of time.
Have we?
Loads of time. Yeah,
2 minutes
look
and
at it.
27 seconds to
Yeah,
go.
look at
You
it.
happy with it?
Yeah, brilliant. Look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's great. It seems like it's lines.
Yeah, they are just lines at the minute. Yeah.
Okay, but it'll all come good, won't it?
Well, it'll all come good because they are just lines and swirls, really. Yeah. But the point is as the paint mixes with each other, is knowing when to stop and when to start again, so you get the interesting textures.
Do all your paintings have names?
No, they generally have the name of the day, the date, so I know exactly what it is. Because you could do 20 of these a day, or more.
Well, you can if you're doing them, knocking them off in 3 minutes.
That's it, yeah.
We have Alice here as well. She's just videoing you, so this can go on our Facebook page, so that people will be able to see your picture, and people also know that we haven't cheated, and it's definitely 3 minutes.
Yeah, and of course, people see it and they can do it, and it is really good fun. It's just great fun.
Is it one of those things when you start speed painting, you get hooked on it?
Oh, definitely. And then see, 1 minute, 50 now. When I first did it, I did it about 6 minutes, and I thought that was a really short amount of time. Whereas now you seem to expand time, and you do things. Now we're going to start getting our palette knife together.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Quick decisions about where the greens go.
Yeah.
Now this is where the risk and the intention comes out. So you've got to get the paint on your palette knife, the colours you want to put on there.
Yeah.
You put it in.
Just over a minute.
Yeah, just over a minute, right?
Yeah.
Now these are the things that make it interesting. Is you've got to get it right. It's just
He's taken the paintbrush away.
Is to do that.
And now he's doing the trowels in swirling motions. He's got the green, he's got the blue, he's got the orange, which I ordered. And he's sort of swirling. You've got 46 seconds. Time's running out.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
all right.
he seems to be in control.
No, that's fine.
He knows what he's doing. He knows where it's going. Is this going to plan as far as you're concerned
Yes,
still?
we're going great.
Yeah, you are going great.
How many seconds have I got left? Mal?
33 seconds.
33 seconds.
33
That's
seconds.
all right now.
You should really be applying the finishing touches now.
Now what we want to do is to make a few little
What sound like
incisions.
Greg Wallace there, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you do. You're doing good.
Okay.
Just to make
19. We are down to your last 15 seconds.
that's all right.
Speed
Yeah,
paint to fill.
That's fine. Right,
In
and then
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trowels down,
Yay!
finish. Oh, I say, look at that. That is a masterpiece, isn't it, sir?
yeah. So that's come out right. We've got some shades, we've got some lights. This comes out, and once you take it off the backboard, so you get a idea. I'll just pull it up because it always looks different when it's on there. But if you do that, if I can show it to you like that,
Wow.
and then what you were seeing from there, from that angle. Sorry, a bit knocked from the microphone.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
And then you can put that wherever you wish.
Let's take a break. Let's take a quick break. Let's compose ourselves after that tense, nervous 3-minute painting action. We'll come back to Phil in a moment. Well, I'm jiggered. Jiggered, I say. Sandy Shore, there's always something there to remind her. Well, that's a radio first. We've broken new ground yet again. We do that on this show. Phil Ironside, remember the name. He's just knocked up a painting. No, a masterpiece in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. He's a speed painter. So, what do you think? Dumpers is in the studio.
Hello.
Phil's just sort of, coming down off the ceiling because it was big. It was a pressure moment. Look at him. He's bouncing around like a gazelle.
He's
like
literally
just scored
dancing
the winner.
and painting. I love it. I love it.
What do you think, Stu? Now you can see
It's great.
the finished article.
It's great. I think just to get all the colours in and all the layers and I'm not technical at all, Phil, forgive me, but
No,
the
it's fine.
sort of swirl patterns and the layers to it, it's great. 3 minutes.
How would you describe it now you've had a moment to have a look at it and sum up your work for us if you can?
Describe the painting or describe how it felt?
Oh, first describe the experience.
The experience is quite. I've never done it to an audience like that before. So yeah, it's very good, and having the music and everything, and the energy cut up.
Yeah.
It makes you want to bounce really.
Yeah. But you stayed
it's great.
calm throughout.
Yeah, I think having done it for quite a long time now and being quite more experienced at it, the paint and the way it swirls allows you to be calm.
Yeah.
You're into that rather than everything else disappears. So, you're on.
You're into it. And what would you describe your painting as? What have you created in front of our very eyes on the radio? This is a world first. I'll say that again because it is, isn't it, Dumpers?
It is.
It is a
World
world
first.
first. Yeah.
It's very hard to describe it really, but there's a lot of sort of sunset in there. I always think there's the movement of the waves very often, just the pressure, and there's a line. There's always lines in it that are very natural because you have to do it so quick. So I'd say that's a cross between, I don't know, a sunset and an explosion, I would think.
Well, it's similar to the way my mind works.
We've hit it. We
Yes.
found the way Malcolm Boyden works.
So
Yay!
I think we should call it Malcolm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's a
don't you?
brilliant idea.
Now, we wanted a real-life art critic, but we couldn't afford one. So we've got Sue. She's just coming off the streets, really, hasn't she?
Yes, walked in. Said, is this where Malcolm does his
Yes. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Malcolm.
Are you Sue from Cyprus as a rule?
I am, yes.
Ah. Now, you're not an art critic, are you?
No, but I could be.
Yeah, you are now.
Okay.
We couldn't afford a real art critic, so we just dragged you in from Cyprus. Is that all right?
That's okay, that's
What,
fine.
you over for the weekend, are you?
I go back tomorrow, back to the husband and responsibilities and everything. So I've had 2 weeks here.
And you thought, before I go home, I must go and see Malcolm in his
Well,
studio.
because I send you emails, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And we welcome people off the streets. We do, don't we?
We do,
Yeah. So what would you think of put your art critic hat on now, Sue. What would you think about that?
Well, it would make a lovely dress material, lovely.
Yeah.
Those are the colours that I would wear. But they do sum you up, actually, in
Yep, there you go.
explosion of colour.
It is.
And that's what you are, an explosion of colour
Colour,
on the
yeah.
radio.
All the squiggles and the gwiggles.
Yes,
See?
yes.
And the bits that are slapped on, because it's a bit slapdash,
Yeah.
this show at
Yeah.
times.
Oh, does it really?
But I know you didn't slap it on. I know you were working with an artistic eye.
We've got a bit of calm there.
Bit
look,
of
you
calm
see.
there, look,
Bit of
Steve.
fiery
Yeah,
there.
Bit of fiery there.
And a bit of quiet there.
And we've speeded it all up. And we're going to put this on Facebook, Stuart.
Yeah, it's going up on Facebook. You should be able to see it within the next half an hour.
Well, do you know, I've really enjoyed that, Phil.
And me, Malcolm. Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me. And as you know, we listen to the Sunday morning show, and we love that. So thanks for doing that.
Not
Brilliant.
at all. Well, you can come back any time.
Thank you very much.
And if you want to see the picture we now call Malcolm, we'll have that on Facebook soon. And, well, Sue, that's been lovely meeting you as
And
well.
lovely
That's an
to meet you as
unexpected
well,
surprise.
yes, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on the radio. How about that? Phil Ironside, everybody, the
Thank you very
speed
much.
painter.
Yourself.
Watch out for more details on him in the coming months.